Hello, gore whores and fellow deadites. I'm Brendan.
I'm Sam.
And welcome to Our Life in Horror.
Doing a review.
We're doing a movie review.
For the upcoming movie.
The Ugly Stepsister?
Yes.
For some reason, I just wanted to keep saying The Ugly Duckling.
No, The Ugly Stepsister.
Yeah.
Going crazy. I've lost my...
This is going to be coming out in US cinemas from April 18th and UK cinemas April 25th and available to purchase across digital platforms from May 9th.
I don't know if I could have handled this movie in theaters.
Yeah. I
could have, but I would have been pretty grossed out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a very heavy on the body horror in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It actually says in the email we got, which I thought last night, and I don't think I read this, is Bridgerton meets The Substance, and that's exactly how I was thinking of it last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little description here. Follows Elvira as she battles against her gorgeous stepsister in a realm where beauty reigns supreme. She resorts to extreme measures to captivate the prince amidst a ruthless competition for physical perfection. So this is basically a story about a Cinderella story, but we're not following Cinderella.
No, it's being told from the stepsister.
Yeah, which is interesting. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
This has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.2 on IMDb. Starring Leah Myron and Tay Sophie Lockness, and it is directed and written, I believe, by Emily Blichfeld. So, spoiler-free thoughts.
I really liked it. I do think the hour 52 runtime is pretty long.
Okay.
I just think some sequences maybe could have been shortened up. Yeah, great acting. I think it's visually nice to look at. Mm-hmm. The script is good. And this movie was Swedish? ?
It does say Nordique. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, this is basically just a very cruel Cinderella tale from the stepsister's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I loved it.
Yeah.
This might make my top 10 of the year.
Damn.
I also really like the show Bridgerton, so like getting those vibes was really fun. Plus, like this is another movie, like I just said, The Substance. It deals with the beauty standards of women, right? And it like heavily goes into that and like in such unique ways. We'll talk about it in the spoilers. But just the steps that she takes to be not the ugly stepsister is wild, and I was squeamish. There were scenes where I was like freaking out on the couch, like I can't look. I had nightmares that night, last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really, really liked it. I really liked following the ugly stepsister, Elvira. She's really interesting and quirky. And I also really liked the little side story of Cinderella that we get. I don't want to say too much, spoiler free right now. But yeah, it looks good. The acting is great. The effects are great. Yeah, this is a really, really good body horror movie, and it's also a horror comedy. Like we were both laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that it's also, we're used to our fairy tales being all like I don't know how to explain it. Fairy tales. Whereas this is like, it's a little raunchy and crude at times, and
yeah.
There's definitely some dialogue that made me laugh just because when you watch a fairy tale, you don't expect it to be that vulgar, I guess, at times.
You're talking about the boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more later. Yeah. Yeah, I just really enjoyed this movie, and I highly recommend everyone to go check it out.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. There's some scenes in theaters that I don't would make me squirm in my seat.
Mm-hmm. It was making me squirm just upstairs in the living room.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Anything else to add, spoiler free?
No, I highly recommend going to check this one out.
What would you rate it?
I'll probably give it a 4 stars.
Okay. I'm teetering between 4 and 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think I might go 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like this movie. Really. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely go check it out if it's coming to a theater near you. Highly recommend.
Mhm.
And I'm just super grateful that we got the opportunity to watch this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So we're getting into spoilers. So if you have seen the movie and you want to continue with this review, here we go.
Here we go. I like the score. I forgot to bring that up in the non-spoiler section, but I really like the whimsical score because, like, when it was started off, I was like, "Oh, this is very like whimsical," because I didn't know anything about this movie. So I basically went in blind and was like, "Oh, it's very whimsical and fantasy and fun."
Yeah, I really liked the vibes too. The first thing I have written in my notes here is the popping of the zit. Like it starts like even with something simple that just grosses you out on screen.
Yeah, and it's like big.
Yeah,
just doesn't want to end.
I know, it just keeps oozing out.
Yeah,
and it's funny because she's got braces too to make her ugly, and we were both like, "Did they have braces back then?"
Did he fact check that?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I couldn't even remember when this movie was set. I'm assuming it's on like the 1800s, maybe like the early 1800s.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I can remember if they had braces or not. But this girl puts herself through hell. It's unfortunate because like the beginning of the movie, you're like rooting for her the whole time, and she just slowly descends into this character that you no longer recognize or like. You just feel so bad for her. Yeah,
and then the sister, who is like Cinderella, I guess. I don't think that's her name it's Agnes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You almost think she's gonna be. I didn't realize she was Cinderella in the beginning until later on in the movie. So then like she starts going through crap of like she's being labeled as a whore because she had sex, right? And like I don't know, I like you almost start rooting for her a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
because like at the beginning of the movie you think she's gonna be the antagonist, and it's
the opposite.
I wouldn't say the total opposite. I do think the stepmother is the antagonist, but
she's something.
For Cinderella, I just think it just is probably closer to what actually happened to Cinderella. She's shunned by her stepfamily, who are all in for the money, and then she fell in like not the Cinderella story we know, but like this Cinderella has fallen in love with the horse boy,
the stable boy,
boy. And
what a graphic sex scene! Like
there's quite a few.
It is. This movie's graphic. Like they want to make you feel like uncomfortable. Like you get to see the wiener, and then the aftermath of what comes out of the wiener,
and it lingers on it.
Yeah, it does. So you start feeling for her because now everyone's treating her like crap, right? Elvira. I keep wanting to say Elvira too.
Elvira.
Gets a nose job, which is interesting back in the day.
I never thought they would even have thought of anything like that.
I don't know. Like I want to know how much of this like actually happened back then, because I feel like this wouldn't have happened.
You'd probably be surprised.
I don't know. It looks so painful though.
Yeah, you'd probably be surprised at what used to happen.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly painful, and they definitely don't shy away from how painful and grueling it is. And then
sister watching was so funny.
Yeah, she's like the audience.
Yeah.
She's basically telling Elvira the entire movie not to do these things, and she just can't help herself but to do them.
Yeah. She just wants to fall in love with the prince.
Yeah, who is a poet.
Who is a dickhead. His friends are dicks.
I know. I was thinking. I was going to say to you last night. I'm like, it's nice to see that boys haven't changed in 200 years.
Yeah, they are talking about ditties and like just
fucking.
Yeah,
they're very vulgar boys.
Yeah, they are
young adults.
Yeah. She ends up with that cage thing on her nose.
Mm-hmm.
That is shown in previews, I guess, and trailers and stuff.
Yeah, that's where I remember seeing it too. It's just there to make sure the bones don't like misline or anything like that, right?
I guess so, yeah, for it to heal properly.
Yeah, to heal it in spots.
Yeah, and then all the girls are doing those like lady classes where they have to like learn their dance and whatnot. And she goes and talks with that one lady who gives her the tapeworm egg.
So gross. And I wanted to check and see how factual this is too, because I never.
I saw someone today in a girl group on Facebook. Someone was talking about wanting to lose weight, and someone commented, "You can get a tapeworm off the dark web."
Oh.
I was like, "What?
Yeah.
What are the odds that I just read that comment after watching this movie?"
Yeah.
The girl was joking, obviously, but still.
Yeah, like I don't even know how you get them. I think
It might be something you eat or something. I honestly
Bad
don't
food.
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it's gross. I do have like a subtle fear of that for sure, because like they're just like doing their own thing inside your body,
Mm-hmm.
and they can just do whatever they want inside your body.
Mm-hmm.
So when she lets it go on for like 3 months.
3 full moons.
Is it 3 months or 4?
Probably 3 at that point, because I'm sure 1 full moon passed already.
Yeah, because like it's the size of it.
Yeah, when she bursts it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even like just like throwing up the eggs too.
Yeah, so
So
gross. So gross. I know we're jumping ahead here, but when her sister's pulling it out,
Yeah,
and like I wanted to gag. My stomach was clenching and like everything. Like I was like, I can feel that thing coming out of me.
yeah. Believe it or not, that was the one scene in this movie where I was like, I could probably check out right now. This is good.
Yeah. It's wild too. It's so sad because the prince literally sees her before she becomes beautiful and like sees her kind of spying, and he's like, I don't want to fuck that.
Yeah,
And it's like, it's just sad that she's still
it's so desperate.
yeah. Yeah, and then she's getting her eyelashes done.
Yeah, and what a pure infection. That's all that is. That's all I was seeing last night was infection.
And he literally rubs, I don't know if I can say the word on YouTube, but drugs.
The devil's powder.
The snow, yeah, onto her eyelids for the pain.
Yeah.
And then he's like taking it himself.
Yeah,
too.
and then he does it, and then you get like this close-up shot of his eyes, and they're just like saucers.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm out.
Yeah. And like I used to get my I just love how relevant it is to our society, because I used to get my eyelashes done. I did not get them sewn on my eyelids though.
No.
I got them glued to my eyelash hairs. But like it's just funny that they threw that in there, and like in such a gross way.
Yeah, and it's rope.
Yeah.
It's not even like a wire or anything like that. It's just rope.
Like sewing string.
Yeah, like that's just getting infected.
That's the part that I was freaking out about watching.
Yeah.
It was so gross.
Like that girl's
Close
gonna
up.
lose her eyes in like 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And like she has to wear those like gauze after that are all bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She gets her beautiful dress, and the guy's literally pushing her boobs up.
Yeah. He also tries to make a move for Agnes too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she stands her ground.
Yeah. And then her hair's falling out because she's malnourished from this tapeworm.
Yep.
Or these tapeworms now at this point, probably. Her hair is falling out and stuff, so she's got to get a wig.
Yeah.
And it's like she's making herself beautiful, but also like doing the opposite in the process. Oh, and Cinderella's dad, Agnes's dad, is literally just rotting in the house.
Yeah. Well, the movie begins. The reason why they're there is because Agnes or Elvira's family, they're basically con artists. They go and find rich old men and marry them just to make sure that they have money.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one just so happened not to have any money.
Mm-hmm.
So now the whole plot of the movie is to try to get Elvira married to the prince or somebody at this big ball so that they can have some sort of money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say that they're con artists. This is the mom's doing,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the one that is forcing her to do all of these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, taking advantage of her because she's young and wants love and whatever, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And we also get Agnes her dress because what's her face? Elvira rips it up,
Yeah.
and that gets put back together by maggots instead of, you said, mice from the original story.
Yeah. Are they maggots?
I thought they were maggots.
Yeah, maybe they are maggots. They're just really big. I thought they were caterpillars because they use silk.
Maybe.
They produce silk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're putting their dress together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gross looking caterpillars.
They are.
Yeah. But like, yeah, so like there's even a shout out to her having like woodland creature friends. She's got a mouse with a piece of cheese that's eaten it near the end of the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then, yeah, they go to this ball and the men are douchebags.
Yep.
The one even says, like, I'd love to taste her oyster or whatever. And then you see that old man, like, licking the food all gross.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough.
Gross. What was with them acting like dogs?
Maybe it's like a form of submission or something like that, or obedience.
Yeah, because she did say she's obedient.
Yeah.
Or something. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Just walking around, like, barking.
Yeah. Hey, man, maybe the pup culture was around back then. We didn't even know it.
Yeah. And then, yeah, she ends up getting the first dance, and Agnes comes in and steals it.
Yep.
In her beautiful dress.
Yep.
Her camouflage.
Yep. And then it just basically goes on for like the exact same story of Cinderella. She leaves. There's even like a pumpkin at the doorway when Elvira gets back from the ball.
Oh.
So that would have been her chariot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she does have it's her mother, but like that would be her fairy godmother.
Yeah.
Comes and makes all these wishes for her, but you never get to see it because they don't focus on her side of the story.
I love this finale. I love the fact that he says, whoever fits the shoe is my bride. Right away, I was like, this bitch is going to cut her feet.
Yeah.
And she did. She fucking cuts her toes off. She will do anything to make this shoe fit.
Unless she was going to cut off what's-her-face's feet and then cut her feet and sew them on or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't think that. But
Yeah.
that would have been nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Like, she can't even walk anymore properly or anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the tape run comes out. Mom brings home the guy that she was also dancing with.
Yep.
And you literally see her sucking his wiener.
Yep. She's giving a BJ.
Yeah, and then she ends up hideous in the end.
Yep.
Like her teeth are knocked out, her toes are mangled, her not even existing anymore, her hair's falling out.
Yeah.
She's hideous. It's wild.
She does leave though. She does get to leave.
Mm-hmm. Her sister helps her out.
Yep.
Yeah, and Agnes gets the prince.
Yep.
Lucky her.
Yeah.
It's still not really a happy ending because he's a douchebag.
I had a feeling too that maybe she was going to kill him.
Wow.
Poison him or something like that.
Okay.
And then marry the stable boy still once they had money.
Maybe.
I don't know. That was just kind of the feeling that I was getting.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this movie.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's a really good movie. The only issues I have is they spend a lot of time on the dance. There's like the dance sequences.
There is.
So I do think there are some moments that could be trimmed down.
Okay.
But like as of like all the dialogue and stuff like that, I think you can leave all of that in there.
Mm-hmm.
But just those few dance sequences where I'm like, you guys probably could have trimmed this down a little bit.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's why it's just getting the 4 for me.
Okay. Let us know if you've seen it and what you guys thought of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check this movie out in the theater if you can. Also, we got channel members.
Channel memberships, yep. Lowest tier is 99 cents if you want to support the channel.
Yeah, and we also got a merch store where Sam's got a bunch of designs down there somewhere below for you guys to check out.
Yep. Thanks, guys, for watching.
And always remember,
Stay spooky.